So I bet you know what is DxO Mark, but what are other DxO software? We've got Nicholas to explain it to us. Especially they got quite a lot of software.
Yeah.
But before that, I have to remind you that I have a 15% off coupon code down in the description for any of them. So CP Plus 2026 coverage is sponsored by iFootage and DxO, powerful photo editing tools used by photographers around the world. They have advanced raw processing and optical corrections. I have a 15% discount with this code, the Cheung. PhotoLab, PureRAW, Nik Collection, ViewPoint, and FilmPack. So many of them.
So many of them because so many photographers, so many usages, in fact, so many needs. And at DxO, we are proud to create software for photographers, and it's created by photographers. Super important. We want our tools to be in line with what the photographer wants to achieve.
Yeah.
Let's be simple. Let's start with maybe our flagship, which is named DxO PhotoLab. PhotoLab, quite easy to understand. It's a laboratory for photographers. We can simply say that this is the only legit alternative to Lightroom, for example, or it can be also used with Lightroom if you want to, let's say, get rid of Photoshop. Photoshop can be a bit complicated to use. PhotoLab is much more simple.
Yeah, Photoshop is really old.
Yes.
And they don't clean up their interface. It's just getting more and more complicated.
And it's not for photographer. Not only for photographer, where PhotoLab is for photographer. At DxO, one of our DNA is image science. We developed exclusive technology such as DeepPRIME, which is for denoising and demosaicing. It's an AI-based interface. It's a neural network. It's about deep learning. Super complicated. We made it as, let's say, easy to use as possible. And if you are zooming 200%, you can see a super clean image here and a noisy one here. It's not about generated AI. I say it's an AI-based technology because we are using deep learning in order to denoise and demosaic. If you don't want to switch from your raw photo editing software, which is possible, maybe you are super happy with your Capture One, super happy with your Silky Pix, super happy with your Lightroom, super happy with something, we developed something named PureRAW. You mentioned it. What is PureRAW? PureRAW is the first and the only raw enhancer. From a raw file, we are generating a better raw file, which is a DNG, linear DNG. You can integrate that into your Lightroom, into your Photoshop. So same, you are starting with an image, simple image. You are selecting your denoising and demosaicing method. You are tweaking some parameters if you want. That's not, in most cases, you don't need. You are switching, you are selecting 4 options that you want to fix or not, and that's it. Click on process, select your output.
And you can still get raw.
Exactly, you can see, you can get the DNG, you can get a TIFF, you can get boss, select, process, let the magic do, and that's it. But photography is not just about, let's say, technical enhancement. It's not just about technical accuracy. Sometimes it's about creativity. Forget about the borders, forget about the codes, forget about the limits. And so, DxO is, since 8 years now, the editor of the Nik Collection. Famous, the Nik Collection. It has been developed in Germany initially 30 years ago. It has been bought by Google. It has been then bought by DxO. What is the Nik Collection? You are starting with an image, this one, quite flat, and you want to apply some parameters, so you can switch from one style to another as easy as that, just selecting. But as a photographer, probably you want to give your own touch to a preset. You are not just here to make preset clicking, in fact. So you can start as a base, and here, it's in Japanese because we are at CP Plus in Yokohama, so it's in Japanese. All parameters are ready to be tweaked in order to adjust, in order to find your own style, in order to develop your own style. And you can then save that as your preset. It's managing color images, it's also managing black and white images, and with a plugin named SilverFX. And I'm proud to say that many photographers, and some of them are super famous, are considering that SilverFX is the best option to use to make black and white images. Fully integrated with Adobe solutions, primarily with Photoshop, but as well with Lightroom. Obviously with PhotoLab, with our flagship, but also with other solutions on the market. We do have also DxO FilmPack. One word, we are the only one who consider calibrating films in order to recreate what a film is doing on a picture. And you can apply films, not effect, but film science on a RAW file or on a JPEG file. And finally, viewpoint, perspective management, super useful for architecture, but also super useful for group photography, such as weddings, such as sport, because we are the only one correcting something quite annoying named the volume deformation, meaning when you are shooting wide-angle lenses and someone is at the edge of the picture, the head, instead of being round, is like that, it's stretched.
Yeah.
And with viewpoint, you can fix that in order to have proper perspectives.
And also I heard that there's no subscription as well.
No, that's no subscription. It's a lifetime license, you're right. All our products, the 5 pieces of products, you can try it for free.
Yep.
We need an email address in order to send you the activation code, the temporary activation code. That's it. We don't need payment method. It's not.
There's no, you forgot to cancel it and then you charge your credit card.
Okay, you are not gonna buy, but we are gonna take your credit card number. No. There is no technical limitation. What you will be able to do with the software in trial version is what you will be able to do if you pay.
Yeah, full feature.
Full feature.
Yeah. And I have a 15% discount code as well.
Exactly. So use it. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for being there. It's a pleasure to welcome you on the DxO booth here in Yokohama in Japan.
So that's it. I hope you understand a lot more about DxO software. And of course, this CP Plus coverage is sponsored by DxO and iFootage. And don't forget, I have 15% off coupon code in the description down below that you can try. You can buy any of those with 15% off, or you can try them out for free if you want sharper image, cleaner noise images, and many other tools. Check out DxO PhotoLab and Nik Collection.